Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a side-by-side build comparison as well as a speed test between these two very popular ZTE devices. Device to my left is the ZTE Blade Zmax for Metro PCS. Device to my right is the ZTE Blade Xmax for Cricket Wireless. So let's go ahead and take a look at the right-hand side of both devices. And there you're going to be able to see that you got your volume rockers as well as the textured power button, and the placement is pretty much identical on both devices there. To the bottom, Type-C charging port, microphone, and you have the headphone jack to the bottom of the ZTE Blade Zmax. To the left-hand side of both devices, you do get your tray there for your SIM card and micro SD card for expandable storage. And to the top of both devices, noise cancellation mic and the headphone jack for the ZTE Blade Xmax. And to the back of both devices, this is where things get very different. Dual camera setup on this Blade Zmax, 16 megapixel plus a 2. You got a 13 megapixel rear camera on the Blade Xmax. Both of these have fingerprint sensors. Now, in terms of materials used to the back there, you can pretty much see you got the glossy back plastic on the Blade Xmax and this more grippy textured back to the Blade Zmax, and they both have back-firing speakers. And moving on to the boot up test here, we're going to power both of these on, see which one does power on first. And going over just a little bit more specifications, the Blade Zmax to the left has a larger 4080 milliamp hour non-removable battery, and the Blade Xmax has a 3400 milliamp hour non-removable battery as well. 8 megapixel front-facing camera for the Blade Zmax. Blade Xmax has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Both have 6-inch Full HD display there. Both are rocking the Dragon Tail glass. So we do have the boot up animations there, Metro PCS and Cricket. So we're just waiting to see which device is going to get us to the lock screen first. And it is, in fact, the Blade Xmax does boot up first there. And next test we're going to be running is the fingerprint sensor. See which device unlocks first. And pretty much at the same time, let's go ahead and do that again. At the same time. So in my experience of using both devices, they both pretty much have the same speed when it comes to the fingerprint sensor and unlocking the device. So I'm going to give that a tie for the fingerprint sensor there. All right, so here we are into the home screen. Let's go ahead and jump into settings here. And I just want to show you that both of these devices are rocking Android 7.1.1 Nougat. Now, there is a difference when it comes to the security patches, but for the most part, these two are going to be very much on par with each other here. Let's go ahead and clear out the recent apps. There we go. And let's go ahead and open up. First application is the camera. So let's see. Wow. Pretty much at the same time, they both opened up camera. Let's go ahead and move on from there. Dolby Audio. And it looks like pretty much at the same time, they both opened up their CPU-Z here. And it looks like it's the ZTE Blade Zmax did open up first there. Now both these are rocking the Qualcomm Snapdragon 435, clocked at 1.4 gigahertz, Adreno 505, octa-core processor on both, 2 gigabytes of RAM. The clock basically opens up at the same time on both. Google Plus now, and it is the Blade Xmax, just a little bit faster there. Open up Play Store. And again, it is the Blade Xmax, did open up faster there. Go ahead and exit out, open up the calculator. Pretty much at the same time, we'll type some numbers there, check the RAM management in just a little bit, open up the Google folder, let's open up YouTube now, and it is the Blade Xmax, did open up a little faster there. Jump to my channel, we'll get one of my videos playing in the background there, so there we go. Let's go ahead and exit out. Let's go ahead and move on to MLB at bat, see which device gives us our sports scores the fastest. So let's see here. And it is the ZTE Blade Zmax does open up that faster. Best Buy, let's go ahead and see which one's going to take this here. And wow, I want to say that was Blade Zmax, but that was very close. You guys will definitely have to let me know. Let's go ahead and jump into Twitter now. And that is the Blade Zmax. I did open up Twitter faster there. Exit out. And I think I got one more application here. Let's open up Zedge. And that is going to be the Blade Zmax. Did open up Zedge a little faster there. All right, let's open up some games now. Next one is Geometry Dash. We're going to open up. And this is very close, but it is ZTE Blade Zmax did open up a little faster there. We'll get this game running in the background. Exit out of there. And we just fix the orientation there. All right. So next application game-wise is going to be Subway Surfers. So let's see which one is going to load up Subway Surfers the fastest here. And wow, this is going to be very, very close on Subway Surfers here. Let's see, which one will it be? And okay, so it is the ZTE Blade Zmax did load up Subway Surfers there. Let's go ahead and exit out. And we'll go ahead and open up Sonic now. This is such a cool game. If you guys haven't played this one, definitely download it. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look here. And I want to say it's going to be the ZTE Blade Zmax going to open up faster here. And it is. So ZTE Blade Zmax does open up Sonic there a little bit faster. Let's go ahead and exit out. And let's go ahead and just check some RAM management now. Let's go through some of these previous applications there. So camera, a little faster opening up on the Blade Zmax. Let's go ahead and see what else we got there. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll to Dolby Audio. And it looks like it's going to be pretty much reloading that application. CPU-Z. And it looks like they both reloaded that application. And clock, a little faster there on the Blade Zmax, opening that back up. Google Plus. Okay, that was extremely close. Hard for me to say looking behind a camera here. And oh, Google Play Store does open up faster there, but it did have to refresh on the Blade Xmax. Let's see what else we got here. Calculator. And as you can see, the Blade Xmax just reloaded the calculator altogether, didn't keep the 7s there. And YouTube. Looks like the Blade Zmax is pretty much right where we left off, and the Xmax had to refresh. MLB at bat is going to be the Blade Zmax. And let's see what else we got here. Take a look at, let's go ahead and scroll. And Best Buy. Looks like they're both reloading the application, refreshing the application. And I'm going to give that to the Blade Xmax. Did open up that a little faster there. Let's go into Twitter. And a little faster there on the Blade Xmax loading up Twitter. So, you know, I think these are both very similar when it comes to speeds. I would say RAM management is going to be slightly better on the Blade Zmax though. And let's see what else we got here. Geometry Dash, opening up this. They both are pretty much reloading the entire game and didn't go right into where we left off when it was into gameplay. Subway Surfers. Let's see. And the same thing, so it's not basically going back into right where we left off when it was into the gameplay, so it's reloading the apps. Let's go ahead and move on from there. What I want to do next is jump into Geekbench 4 now, and we're going to run this test to see the numbers that we get between both devices. You know, some people don't really care about this test, but I like to include it because there are a lot of people out there that like to look at these numbers just for comparisons. So we're going to run this test, and we will speed through this and look at the results. And the scores are in single core score 675 Blade Zmax, 668 Blade Xmax, multi-core score 2588 Blade Zmax, 1895 Blade Xmax. Let's move on to the N22 Benchmark Test. And the same thing, I'm going to go ahead and speed through this, and then we'll definitely talk about the numbers we get at the end of this test. So here we go. And the ZTE Blade Zmax does finish up first with a score of 46,529. Blade Xmax comes in with a score of 44,765. But that's basically it. That's the speed test between both of these devices here. I always say when it comes to the speed of the opening of the applications, they're both pretty much very similar. When it comes to the RAM management, I would definitely give the Blade Zmax just a little bit of the upper hand there in terms of RAM management. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I still think they're both really good devices. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, and please subscribe to the channel for more future videos. This is Paul Tech, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.